Crew Chief 36 here, and in this Microsoft Flight Sim 2024 video, we're in the snowy Alaskan backcountry in the new Cessna 185 on skis, and we'll be flying low and slow above the rivers around McCarthy, Alaska that has been meticulously redone by North Coaster 76 from FlightSim.to. We'll be hitting a snow bar, along with multiple handcrafted bush strips in the area. And some of the strips proved to be quite difficult. Can we stop in time? I don't know. Stick around and find out. Here we are walking up to our new Cessna 185 Skywagon at one of North Coaster 76's bush trips called Fly Alaska Lodge. Today we're going to be flying west along the river to check out the scenery in the area. So if you like the Alaskan bush flying experience, I'd recommend just downloading the whole North Coaster 76 Alaska Scenery project from FlightSim.to, as it comes with all of his add-ons in the McCarthy, Alaska region. Okay, let's get this Cessna 185 started up. We'll go and throw a mixture in, a prop in. Go ahead and hit the primer, turn our batteries on, our fuel pump, and clear prop. And we're started up. We can go and pull our fuel pump back off, and we can turn our avionics switch on for our Garmin. Okay, and park brake's coming off. Go and add a little power. Thing takes a little bit more power to start moving with the skis. We'll taxi down to the into the runway here. Cool little scenery, some log cabins, a couple of the bush planes. Alright, we'll turn our airport markers off. Let's close our side window here. Nice, you can hear the change of sound. Alright, we'll bring our flaps in to 20 degrees. Make sure our trim is centered, and we'll lock our tail wheel. Alright, we should be ready for takeoff here. Go and hold the brakes, bring the power up, and release the brakes. Go and push the nose over a little bit. We're on the rudders. Alright, should be good there. Make our way up the river here, turn southwest. Now we can pull out of flaps 1 into no flaps. Pull power back a little bit. We can start trimming out. Very nice trim wheel on this Turtle Beach yoke. I will say though, after using the WinWing stick compared to the Turtle Beach yoke, man, it is a lot harder to fly with a yoke. You really got to be on it, especially bush flying. But it's a more authentic experience when you're flying something like a Cessna that has a yoke. There are a lot of sandbars, well, snow bars now because they're covered in snow. We're probably going to have to land on one of these, eh? Let's see here. Oh, looks pretty good there, huh? Let's go ahead and circle back around. See if we can't touch down on that one. just hug the right side of this river here and then make a pretty wide turn. Hopefully there won't be a bunch of rocks on that snow bar down there. Put our first stage of flaps in since we're below our speed threshold there. Just a little left rudder. Waiting for it to come into view. Alright, I got it in sight. It's that one with the skinny tree. Yeah, at the very end. Alright. Hold down flaps 3. Add a little bit more to trim. And we'll go flaps 4. And for a touchdown speed around about 45 to 50 knots. Try to get it right on stall horn. Alright, and we are down. Almost back in the air. Little bounce. We're on the brakes, bringing the flaps up. Nice. We can go on the unlock our tail wheel so we can turn. Oh man, got a little bit of a graphic issue there with the landing gear flexing way too far and not with the wheel. I don't know if that's a 185 issue or sky dolly. Going spinning around here. Yeah, this plane's really fun. Okay, let's see here. We'll go and lock our tail wheel, trim back out, bring our flaps to 2, hold in the brakes, full power, release, push this yoke forward, build that airspeed up. And we're above 40 knots. Should be good there. We are in the air. Clean up the flaps and trim back a little bit so we don't have to have so much backward pressure on the yoke. Pull our power back just a little bit, pull the prop back a little bit. Alright, so let's cruise up this little river here and we'll check out the next airport. Alright, we got a tight little bend coming up. We'll see if we can maneuver around this. It's a little bit harder to maneuver with the yoke. Takes some practice, but it's pretty rewarding when you fly the plane with the yoke. Oh yeah, fun little chicane there. Had to put up the power so that way we didn't lose too much airspeed. We don't want to be making extreme maneuvers with low airspeed. We're going to turn our airport marker on here. See, got an airport right on the top of this mountain here. We'll fly over it. This one's a pretty narrow approach. Really tall trees. Pretty hard to get in there, and also it's very short. So let's go and check it out and see if we can't put this 185 on skis down on that little tiny runway using the Turtle Beach yoke. Yeah, there it is right there. Not a lot to land on, pretty narrow too. Put our first stage of flaps in. So we'll be coming out here, making a left base. Alright, we'll start our turn now. Try to make sure we don't lose too much altitude. Just keep an eye on our vertical speed indicator, trying to keep it not like falling like a rock or anything. Trying to spot this runway. Alright, I have eyes. It's a very small notch. It's right up there. I'm going flaps 3. There's flaps 3. Go flaps 4. There it is, coming into view. Go right at that limit at the white arc and the green. Alright, pirate idle. We're gonna stall her in. And we're on the brakes. Oh man, oh man. Oh, let off the brakes. Okay, well that was close. I pulled so hard I pulled the yoke down. That was pretty close, huh? Alright, so let's unlock the tail wheel. We'll go and get retrimmed out so we're prepared for takeoff. Flaps 2, and we'll hold the right rudder and the brake and spin this thing around. That was tough, not gonna lie. Okay, we're lined up on the brakes. Verifying one more time. Flaps 2. Tail wheel is now locked. Trim is set. And prop full forward. Alright, here we go. Power full up. And release the brakes. Very narrow runway here. Push the nose over. Ooh. We are airborne. Oh man. So we got a little bit of a crosswind there. Probably would have died hitting those trees. Sometimes it's thankful it's just a sim, huh? That was a tough one. Let's follow this river up to the left here. We're gonna try to hug right around this corner for the next airport. So we will keep our speed down. We're already in flaps 2. Go and trim up a little bit so we're not so much pressure on the yoke. So yeah, we're just gonna hug tight to the left side of the river as we come around this turn. And as you can see right up in front of us is the next airport. It's going to be kind of a dog leg as we land. Go flaps 3. This thing is quite the handful. Alright, we're coming down 65 knots. Flaps 4. Alright, there's the runway. Very small sliver of it. Alright, I'm pulling the idle. A little bit of rudder. Oh, we might be too fast. We'll see. Oh, we're on the ground, on the brakes. Flaps up. On the brakes, on the... Oh, let off the brakes. Ooh. Another close one. Alright, let's go and unlock our tail wheel. Little hanger tucked down over there, huh? Let's spin this thing around. Alright, let's go and lock our tail wheel back up, trim out again. Flaps 2. Okay, full throttle. And push forward on the stick. A little bit of left rudder. Oop, almost too much left rudder. And we are in the air. Yeah, this thing is it's quite the handful to fly. Flaps 1. I'll pull power back a little bit. Man, those are pretty tough landings. I'm gonna bring flaps up. So we're gaining just a little bit of altitude above this ridge line here, and then we'll circle back in for this third airport. This one's also a pretty tricky dogleg landing. Alright, so this is the one with a kind of a crazy dog leg. Start to pull power now. Tree trim out. Flaps 1. There's your runway. Flaps 3. Runway's in sight. We're gonna have to be landing on the rudder. Flaps 4. A little bit of side slip. Right rudder, left aileron. Alright, get out of the slip. Add a little bit of power. Try to trim over these trees. And then pull power, drop altitude. Right rudder. And we're on the ground. Keep going on the rudder. Very good. Ooh. A little bouncy there. Still on the rudder. And we are down. That's a fun one, huh? Landing around that kink there. We're going to engage the tail wheel. We'll spin it around. Same thing when we take off, it's going to be a left rudder. Okay, lock the tail wheel, trim out, and bring back down the flaps 2. And we're doing our final takeoff out of the McCarthy 3. Okay, everything's good. Push the nose forward. Get some speed. A little bit of left rudder. And pull back. Fly out of the gap here. Oh man. Crazy. Well, I hope you enjoyed watching me drive the new Cessna 185 Skywagon in the snowy Alaskan backcountry. So like if you did, subscribe if you haven't, and come and be my virtual wingman. Later.